share my screen and then I can just forward. Okay. I can
If you do it, I'm
forward this
fixing your
to
eye.
you guys and let's see what they, oh, can you enable me to share my screen?
Yeah.
Aubrey.
I can just make
You heard
You should be able to now.
Okay.
poke someone's eye out.
Guys, quiet. You're being nasty, and I'm going to ask you to go away if you continue. It's
Whether your first time, how to use this guide. Okay, so we already did that. We set up our call and then comment below with your personal goals. So I guess we'll get into that part. I guess we could just introduce ourselves. I know Becca and I and Essence, you guys don't know each other. But yeah, Essence, why don't you just briefly say like where you're from? How long you been a coach?
So I'm from Central Wisconsin. I've been a coach since January of 2019. I have two littles, obviously, as you can hear them fighting this morning. That's about me.
Nice.
Well, and Becca.
Yeah, I'm Becca. I am from Texas, so but we travel a lot. So to hear you say you're from Wisconsin, are you a Green Bay Packer fan by chance?
If I were to have like a preference, yeah, but
Okay.
we're not like huge football people.
Okay, well, my family is like huge into Green Bay Packers, so it's like really funny that you're from Wisconsin. And we're actually in Michigan right now, so we're kind of next to both of y'all in between. Yeah, we travel quite a bit, which is why I am like this job is very appealing to me doing coaching. I own a corporate wellness business right now, but I have to go into the office some of the time. So this is a nice switch up knowing I can do everything remote. And technically I've been a coach before. I think it was in 2019, but I took a pause for a different reason. And now I'm back and I've been here for 3 months now, since April, I think April or May. So
yeah. And you re-signed up. Did you ever end up did you fully cancel your account and re-sign up, or were you just signed up and then?
I fully canceled my coach account.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then but I like always, I've never quit like doing Beachbody. So I always had an account. Yeah. I just quit the coaching part. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. And yeah, so you travel a bunch. So this is obviously, and it goes hand in hand with your business that you have already.
Yes.
Well, obviously my name's Amy. I live in Maine from New York, central New York, and I have two little kids, and I've been a coach for like 9 years now, which is crazy. So I started it like a year after college when I was working full time in Boston, and it was just a side hustle for like 2 years, and then slowly transitioned into full time, and then now like primarily stay home with the kids and then just do this in the pockets of time. So yeah, cool. We set up that the daily tracker is an easy way to stay on track with the 4 vital behaviors that successful coaches follow. In case you need a refresher, the 4 vital behaviors are being proof of the product's work. So using some, not all of our products, obviously, but it's so nice that like when I started, there really weren't a ton of different options of products. Like it was like just Shakeology and the workouts. So it's cool now that we have like the performance line and just so many new things. Like my kids, Piper drinks Daily Sunshine every day. Like,
cool.
But like so many different options of products that we can use ourselves or offer to other people. So that's nice. Connecting with people, inviting and following up, getting people results, and okay, come on. Piper's watching the show. Come here, Pipes. Go to the bathroom. Hang on one second. Come on, Piper. Okay, and then personal development. Hey, come on, go to the bathroom. You don't need to? Okay. Our number one job as coaches is to help our customers follow, plan, and feel great. accountability groups. Since I know you have a bod group, Becca, do you have one, or what do you use? You use bod groups?
Yeah, I'm kind of messing with them. I've had success with one, and then another, like nobody was really getting super involved. Like Facebook worked better for that group. So
Mhm.
it just depends. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm in a group with one of my coaches, and we kind of run it together. So that's helpful. And then I know Jerica has her own group that she started, and she's just kind of starting with word of mouth and just slowly getting into social media and stuff. So that's good. And okay, so it's just some other goals for this month is to listen to the National Wake Up Call every Monday or catch the recording. My goal with the National Wake Up Call is to get to it within 24 hours. So like if I can't catch it live, like to just kind of stay on it and get to it within the 24 hours. And then same with the team calls. Yeah. Essence, you want to take over on this for a second? I'm just gonna help Piper.
Okay. Complete daily activity tracker. There's like, they updated this one recently, but there's like multiple different versions out there. That's nice. So find one that works for you. Stop, please. No, Aubrey, you can wait a minute. I don't care where you sit. Reach out to 5 or 10 people every day, invite them with a total solution pack. Obviously, just kind of an invite to upcoming group or whatever opportunity you have going on. Follow the 4 vital behaviors, which is on that daily activity tracker, which is nice that they have it just fully laid out for us. Have fun, make this business fun, or it sucks. And register for Coach Summit 2023. So grab your ticket if you have not.
Yeah. And I know that all 3 of us already have, and Becca's parents live in San Antonio, so that worked out well
awesome.
for her.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Perfect. And
I know. I was so
then
excited.
I know Jerica, I don't think she'll be able to because she's a teacher, and it's gonna cut into the school year. We like go longer in Maine or in New York and Maine. It's like goes a little bit later. So I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to. And then I'm sure Kate will. Okay. So, oh wow, the last one is super important. If you register for Summit during Team Cup month, you get an extra bonus point. I wonder if that means, yeah. Tickets are just one second for a long time. I wonder if maybe they will count July, or maybe that's just like a push, but
Typically, typically they count even if you ordered it ahead of time, because in the past they have like those different categories and it check marks it even if you have your ticket already. So hopefully that's how it is again this year.
Okay, cool. Make sure you're adding new connections and scheduling reminders under the connect, invite, and follow-up tab on the daily activity tracker. I'm just gonna daily activity tracker Beachbody. I'll post this in our group so that we can, where is it? That's weird. You'd think they'd have like
I can
link.
find it on my phone and share the link.
Okay. Oh, here it is.
There you go.
Cool. So I'll just post that in our group.
Cool.
So that we have the daily activity tracker. I'll also forward you guys this email that we're looking at. But
oh, perfect.
So that we'll have that. Don't forget to, oh wait, so this is like the whole, we don't need to go over all of these days. We'll set up another call for, we're still in prep week 1, day 1. Welcome to Team Cup. Okay, this is just telling us like what we should be doing. Does anyone have like a specific goal? So obviously like Team Cup, like I don't want anyone to like feel pressured that they have to, I don't know, like you have your goals. Like if someone has different goals than you of whatever, like it's okay. But the thing that's just kind of fun about this is that the more people we help collectively as a group, we can just earn different prizes and awards and stuff like that. I don't know if they, Essence, do you know if they like shared like what the different tiers are and all of that?
Oh, and I was just looking because normally they send out like a nice little like packet that helps you like walk through your goals and like things
Mhm.
for throughout the month. So I don't know if they're just behind on it or not doing it this month or
Yeah.
whatever. And that's normally where it has the prizes. I know that like they're doing some with like Brendan Burchard. So
Yeah, I saw
typically
that.
that's like the overall one. So I don't know if there's gonna be anything like individual where like a mass amount, like if you hit X, Y, and Z, you can get on like a large call with him.
Yep.
But they haven't released that I've seen at least what the exact prices are for it.
Okay, cool. I think what I'll do with this guide here is like every day I'll just go in and copy and paste what the note is. That way, like we just stay fresh with what like the little tip is of the day. So I'll do that every day just as like a little reminder. But obviously, the more people that we collectively help get set up with, do you know? So I know obviously you get 2 points if you get someone set up with a total solution package. You get 1 point if you get someone set up with just Shakeology or just the performance line.
I think 90 PV. So yeah.
Oh, something that's 90 PV home direct.
I believe so. If their order equals 90 PV home direct.
Okay.
It-
I wish they
obviously
did one if you
Shakeology
got
is-
someone. Yeah, I wish they did 1 point if you got someone set up with Beachbody on demand. But also the other thing is like if someone is interested in just Beachbody on demand, it makes like no sense to just buy Beachbody on demand for the year for $120 when there's a challenge pack for 140 right now, right? And like so for $20 more, you're getting an entire bag of Shakeology, which is
Yeah.
an insane deal because for a customer retail price it's 130 and for us it's 99. So that's just a no-brainer to do that extra push for $20. And if someone is like even still hesitant about that, like I'll be like, I'll send you like a $10 gift card to Target. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like as like a little push. I did that I remember with Jen, one of my like top coaches, Jen, she was like, just like pulling teeth to get her to buy a challenge pack just because she was just like nervous or whatever. And I was like, I knew she loved Lululemon. And I was like, look, if you order before the end of the month as like a little push for you, I'll send you a $15 gift card to Lululemon or whatever. And she was like, okay.
I don't even like, that's like the only option I give. Like I give the 2 total solution pack options because it's stupid like the other ones. And now, especially when like you get Body for a month free and everything. And then you also get like typically, unless we have like a special going or like I'm promoting for a specific program to get those calendars, I do the 80-day obsession pack because then you get like you get the portion containers, you get the bands and everything. So I'm always like, the supplements are complimentary. Like you can try them. If you don't like them, you don't have to use them, but you're going to be paying the same price anyway. Like,
exactly.
So unless
like
they see it online, I'm like, yeah, but you don't get access to everything else. So
I personally, the package that I talk about is the total solution pack with Shakeology. And then I always add on a tub of Energize. It usually knocks the price down a tiny bit. So it's like $29 for them extra to get a tub of Energize. And I like, that's just what I do. I'm like, the cost is, I think it comes to, depending on what packet, the deals, whatever, but if it's like $40 plus 140 plus the extra 30, or it's 160 plus the extra 30. And then obviously there's like tax and stuff, but I just give them like that base price. And I always tell them, I'm like, you can remove Energize from your cart if you want, but like, you're going to want it. And like, if you don't love it, like you can always return it. And you get your money back, even if you've opened the can and used it, whatever. But it's discounted. And I pretty much never, anytime I've done it like that, like I've never had anyone not want Energize. And I just think like the more products that you can get in front of people, you know, there's just different things that they can try. And then also like, you want people to be working out every you know, following programs and stuff, and Energize just gives them that extra oomph. So I know Jerica, she's done that with like, that's how I got her set up. And then she's done that with like her 5 people that she's got in the last 2 months. So yeah, that's the one that I do. And it's easy to just add it on when you're doing the share cart.
Okay.
Yeah, most of my people want Energize and Hydrate just because they watch my stories. So typically,
yeah,
like,
Hydrate's another
like,
good
you want
one.
the rest?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
Um,
send out like to anyone that starts as a preferred customer or coach, I send them like a goodie bag with like a handwritten card and then like samples of like Beach Bar, Hydrate, Energize, Bevy.
Yeah.
And I send that out, and then typically after that, they're like, "Yeah, I want it." I'm like, "Perfect, I'll add it on."
Okay, nice.
So,
Oh, okay.
Do you typically
Thanks.
go the preferred or like, I haven't had anyone do preferred customer yet. So do you like offer that as an option or?
yeah, so every time I'm getting someone signed up, as soon as they send me their email and preferred like flavors, I say, "Perfect, do you want a VIP?" Actually, I'll just read you the message I sent.
Okay.
And it was a game changer because almost 99% of the people wanted to be VIP to save money.
Okay.
And so especially now that it's a preferred customer, it's much easier.
And you don't have to put your social, like before people, like we would
Yeah.
want them to get signed up as a coach and they'd have to like put their social security number in and stuff. And then sometimes that would hang people up if they're not like
Yeah.
interested, which I get. Like if I'm just signing up for something and I have like no intention of working the business and I have to put my social security and I'd be like, wait, why? You know?
Yeah.
So it's nice that they have the option now that you can get signed up for the discounts and not, and it's pretty like Essence, if you're a preferred customer and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, everyone keeps asking me what I'm doing. Can I sign them up? Is it easy to switch from a preferred to like working the business or how? I haven't gotten to that point yet.
So they have to still buy the $40 business.
Okay.
So if they like show interest in like coaching and sharing it right away, I'll say like you should just do a coach right away.
Yeah.
But preferred customer to coach, I mean, it's pretty easy. We'll just typically what I've done is I added like say, hey, you have this order coming up. Let's just add your business, like your $40 business plan right to it. And then we'll just bump that order up. But after they send their email and flavor for becoming like a preferred customer, I just send perfect for you wanting to be a VIP customer. This is the same price, but then $15 a month after you receive VIP access to new programs, 25% off and future orders on supplements if you choose, as well as a gift and products from me this month because I send out the goodie bag. And honestly, like I'd say 95 to 99% of them are like, yeah, sure, why not? Because they can cancel it at any time if they want. Like it doesn't matter to them, and then they save money. And it's only $15 a month. So that's how I got to Diamond, and that's how I get most of my preferred customers and coaches is just making that shift to sending that message every single time I'm starting like somebody.
Okay. Do you mind pasting that wording?
Yeah, put that in our thing.
Thanks.
Cool. And I think like just the Success Club tracker, you can do it like on your. Oh yeah, I think you can like make it so that you can do it on your computer, but it's also nice to like print them out if you can.
Mm-hmm.
And they run their week Thursday to Wednesday, but it's just a good little checklist and like they put time slots and stuff in there. Have you used the business activity tracker before, Becca?
I did back in the day. I haven't
ago.
recently. Yeah. And I know they've updated it, I think. So I need to look at it.
So they obviously just give you like some guidelines. Like obviously you might not be able to do every single thing on here, or you'll maybe like change the timing of it, or you might do like more of one thing on one day and more of something else on the other. But it is kind of a nice little reminder. Like obviously the first one's going to be pretty simple and easy to hit. And it does, like, I think most people of us are drinking Shakeology, but like it can be anything. Initiating connections and adding followers. So expanding your network and just starting conversations with people, not like inviting them, but just like, you know, watching people's stories that you already know. And, you know, if you're engaging with people that follow you, they'll probably engage with you back, or they'll go check out your page. They might watch your stories or like something or whatever. So initiating those connections with the people that you already have following you or you're following, and then expanding and following new people.
So something on the connections, something that really helped me with like not overthinking it is if I'm scrolling on Facebook, like I need to be interacting on each like post, like liking and or commenting on it, because then it's like, oh, like, yeah, I'm scrolling, but I'm still connecting, where like you can just get into like that scroll phase and you're missing all those people to connect with. And then like I'll go to stories and just like connect with each story, like each person on one of their stories as well.
Okay.
That's good. social media posts, and that can be like reels or I get regular posts. And again, like you might not do one every single day, but depends on what your goals are and everything. And then updating your stories throughout the day, responding to people who like or comment or view. I've sent a couple blurbs to you guys in the chat thing, but like it's such an easy one as if you post something about health, like your before and after or working out or whatever, and people like it. It's so easy to just be like, hey, thanks so much for liking my post about XYZ. Were you just being awesome and supporting me? Or would you be interested in joining my virtual fitness community? And like, it's just such a easy invite. You're thanking them, you're inviting them, and then they can let you know if they are interested or if they're not, or you can always put their name on a follow-up list to check back in with them. So that's easy. And then same with obviously people who are commenting and then viewing your stories. I think I sent you guys a little blurb. I don't know if I did, but I posted it in the group. Yeah, that was just like, hey, I noticed you've been you watched my stories yesterday. Like, thanks for tuning in. I'm not sure if you saw my stories about my next boot camp or about my workouts and this and that. Like, would you be interested in joining us? Because sometimes people just watch your stories, but they're not engaging with your content, you know? So you still want to.
And a lot of times, like, no matter how much you talk about it, people still don't know what we're doing. Like,
yeah.
There's been people that I have had full on conversations about groups and like are like closer friends and like they watch and like and comment on all my stuff. And then they'll be like, oh, you do that? And I'm like, we've literally talked about this. You come and interact. Like, people don't catch on. So like you have to have those conversations.
Or people will be like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome, but like I don't live in Maine. I'm like, oh my God, how many times have I like showed that like it's all virtual and you don't have, it's not like so it is funny how you have to talk like you're talking to a toddler, like on your stories and stuff. So actually inviting people, which I think goes hand in hand with the responding to comment. Like if you're going into your stories and connecting, sometimes you might be responding and just connecting with people who are watching and not be sending an invite, and just like you notice they're watching, so you go to theirs and you engage and stuff. So some of these like all kind of like double hit each other, because you could be just engaging, but if you're inviting somebody who liked your post, then that hits your invites, you know.
Right.
And then following up, like sometimes you can just go through and see like who's watching your stories or liking on your stuff, and you go to message them and you invited them a couple months ago and like the combo went stale or whatever. Like that's an opportunity to just go in and follow up with them, even though you were hitting this one, but it's going to hit that as well. But it is important to like actually mark people down and follow up with them too, so that they don't get lost.
A fun little trick with that on Instagram too is you can flag your conversations, and you can then at top you can like filter it to just show your flagged ones. So people that I've had a conversation with on Instagram already or already invited, I flag them as in like, hey, they're interested right now, wasn't a time or whatever. And then when I'm doing follow-ups, I will filter it and go through those flagged people and be like, hey, I have another opportunity coming up or whatever. So it's nice that like you don't have to have them forever. Like I have so many like handwritten lists. I'll write down like Facebook. I also try to get their email, be like, hey, do you want my free emails or whatever? But it's nice just to have that flag, like, oh, I'm standing in the waiting room forever. Like, I'm just going to do some follow-ups quick.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just getting people results. So this whole section is, working on yourself. This whole section is getting the people. You're creating you don't have a business if you're not finding people to be a part of your business. And then once you actually get those people to actually help them get results and stay in touch with them, like obviously it doesn't end once you get someone signed up. Like that's just when it starts, like they enroll and then that's when the work starts. So obviously you can't do the work for them, coaches or customers, but these should all be pretty self-explanatory, contributing to your challenge group, following up with people who are drinking Shakeology. I think it's super important to like give people some recipes, like ask them after they make their first shake, like how'd you make it? Like, cause some people just are like, oh, I just like shook it up in a cup with some water. And I'm like, okay, that's gonna taste like dirt. And it's not that filling. They're like, I'm still hungry. I'm like, okay, you have to like, it's a base, you know, unless you're using it as just like a quick snack to
Yeah.
make it taste like something that you're going to want to drink every day, and have it be, you know, filling enough that it's going to hold you over if you're trying to use it as a meal or whatever. So making sure you're checking in about that, recognizing achievement. So if people are doing well, giving them a shout out, responding to questions and stuff. And then just engaging in personal professional development. So getting on national wake up calls, team call. If you're like struggling with something, there's literally a billion different things on YouTube that if you need help with something, there's always an answer for whatever. Checking in the team page to see if people are posting anything that could be helpful. I love podcasts. Like I listen to the Brendon Burchard podcast. Melanie Mitro has a really good like network marketing podcast. I can send hers is really good. Like she does a lot of good like business development stuff.
Okay.
Brendon Burchard is more like just your mindset and like, you know, health and stuff like that. So those two are good. And then your virtual upline is another one. I'll just show you the 3 on here that I follow. I'll just take a picture and send it in the group. Those who aren't on the call are gonna be like, what? So these are 3 podcast options, 2 of which are business, and then Brendon Burchard's just like whatever. I don't know if you have any others, Essence, that you want to share of what you do.
Yeah, I can send some in the group chat.
Cool. Okay, cool. And then this is just an example of a check-in list when you have customers, and then just some follow-up options on Shakeology. They really are like honing in on the like getting people to stick with. That's where your residual income is going to be built, is from people wanting to use like Beachbody on Demand is great, and it's awesome that you're going to get that residual income from them renewing their Beachbody on Demand every year, but also getting people to like continue on with Shakeology and Energize, and all of those products are going to give you that nice residual income, either as them being customers and you getting the commission, or from them becoming coaches and getting the team volume from that of them and them building their own team. So the more people that are drinking Shakeology and using the performance line and all the products, like the, you know, more booming our business is going to be, obviously.
Mhm.
Don't have a business without products or service. Cool. So those are pretty much it. And there, we don't need to take up too much time. But maybe since the other 2 aren't on the call, we could just like in the chat, I can like put a memo in there before we start on Monday, like just how many people are you hoping to get started this month? And maybe just like breaking that down, because it's easy to be like, I want to get 10 people this month, or I want to get 5 people, or whatever your goal is. But if you're not doing the daily and weekly things on that business activity tracker, or you could even like, if you don't want to put out a I want 10 people thing or whatever, you could just be like, my goal is to fill out the business activity tracker better than I did last month. Like, and that's a good start, you know, like something that's going to be an improvement, or, you know, from what you already doing. What are you doing over there? Putting your bathing suit on? Okay.
9:30.
Okay. Cool. Does anyone else have anything to say?
No, this is helpful.
No.
So I just think it's important to know that those, like your actions you're gonna take obviously throughout like next month, but just in general.
Crazy. Yeah, for sure. And also like, if you haven't been doing anything, or I feel like the new habits that you are going to do this month are going to help you carry through the end of the month. Like if you're just, you know, initiating new connections might get you people signed up in August, but it might be like something that you reap the rewards of in November, you know?
Right.
Yeah, typically what you do like that month is what's gonna help you the next like in 3 months. Like, you
Yeah.
have to stay consistent with it. So like I know like my goals, like I have my goals for next month, but a lot of my actions are also to like set me up for like what I want in like 3 months. So it's just
Mhm.
nice to like know your overall goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah.
cool. Awesome. Well, have a good weekend, you guys. Essence, if you can post a recording of this and
Yes.
the thing in the group chat. And then I'll just like start posting those daily things in there for August. And
Perfect.
good seeing you guys.
Good to see y'all. Bye. Nice to meet you.
Bye.